is up, all you beautiful people? My name is Mahia, and I am your blind guide. And I wanted to talk to you about three huge updates that I have for three different projects technically that I cover a lot on this channel, but it's all new news, and it's all things that are very, very bullish, and I'm just gonna get straight into it. So the first one I want to cover, because I haven't for a forever, it seems like, and I know it was just a few, 5, 6 videos ago maybe. Zelda Inu. Now, this project is really near and dear to my heart, and I'm actually going to be reaching out to the team soon to see. I have some ideas, and some things that they could do that I think would be huge for them, and some things I would like to help them accomplish. So if I can get anything going on with them, I will definitely let you guys know, like, right away, right when everything's going on, and maybe even see if at some point I could do an interview or some sort of collaboration with them on the channel. But if you don't know about them, they are a charity coin that's focused on helping out dogs in underfunded dog rescues and shelters. They have already donated um, over $30,000 to different charities out of their own pockets. They haven't dipped into the charity fund for I think it's like every 3 to 5% of transactions goes back into this fund, and then they use that for helping out the dog rescues. But so they've already done over $30,000, and this last one, they gave $7,000 to him, and then they decided to cover all the adoption fees that charity would have for the entire month, which I think that's awesome. But the new news on them is that okay, so we know they're listed on XT, uh, Coinbit, Hotbit, and Bitmart, and on February 25th, I think they got listed on L Bank, and that was huge because that's a really huge one. Not to say that Hotbit and Bitmart aren't, but either way, it was a really huge one. But the thing that they have is, if you have the token, you're bullish on it, and you just want to hold it, and say you're going to just buy the dip, or say you already got the bag you want and you don't need to get anymore, you can stake it on L Bank for a 42% APY, which is really good because you're going to stake it, you're going to hold it, and you're just going to see your Zelda Inu token, the coins just go up and up and up, because the longer you stake it, and the more you have the stake, the more you can get in rewards, which will be the Zelda Inu token. So I think that is really, really good. Passive income, I know everybody loves that, and I know there are a lot of people who are holding this project who do not want to sell it and won't sell it. And if that's you, if you put it into this, if you just stake it, you can be making some money as you're waiting for it to go up, because you'll be getting more coins, and the more coins you have, when the price goes higher, you already know that equals a lot of money. So really, really love that. Plus, you're helping out an amazing charity project. I'm so glad that there's a charity that's stepping up and helping out the dogs, because like the dog cryptos, there's so many of them, and so many people have become millionaires and billionaires from them. And this one is actually giving back to the dogs. And more than that, there's something like, I think, 450 million dog owners across the world. And when all of them not all of them, but when a percentage of them decides, I already support a dog charity, why not do one that's also going to be an investment? And with how low of a market cap it has, that this is one I personally see being in the billions. So I'm super super bullish on this one, and I think at some point it's just gonna go like a huge parabolic movement, because I think a lot of people are going to jump into this, and because a lot of people are going to see it's bringing not just real world value, but you can invest into a charity that's helping the dogs and helping you to earn some money on the side. And if the charity is all the only reason you're doing it, you can take that money you make on the side essentially, and then you can you can just either hold on to it and help them at one point in time later on, or you can take that money, put it in maybe other investments, and then have that much more you can help the project with, or you can go and donate to a local shelter if that's the route you want to do. But I mean, they're they're definitely doing a lot. They're very transparent. Since they're on the blockchain, you can track that they're doing everything they say they are. Um, I think this is an awesome, awesome coin, and I really, really love their helping out dogs, because I'm I'm personally a dog lover, and I grew up with a lot of different dogs, and I see dogs pretty much on a daily basis if I can. And I don't know, I know they're just so therapeutic for people. Plus, being blind, having a guide dog or even a mobility support dog for some people, it's it's huge. Just all the things dogs do. I mean, some emotional support dogs help people that have epilepsy or are about to have a seizure by warning them what's gonna happen before it does, like either by a certain bark or a certain movement, or whether it's just getting close to them. So if that person does collapse, they're not falling on the ground. So I mean, it's dogs really need our help. So this charity's stepping up and doing it, and that's why I really really love Zelda Inu. And also the name Zelda, like, there are so many people who are, when they get into crypto, because I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of people that were gamers or still are, and when they get into it and see Zelda Inu, like, a lot of people are going to know what Shiba Inu did. They're going to see Zelda in front of that, and because Inu is just like dog in Japanese, but they're going to see that, and then they're going to be interested. They're at least probably going to click on it and see what the project is. And anyone who really loves dogs, I think would love to get into this project. I mean, especially if they're donating already, because sadly we know with a lot of donations, they don't go where they should be going. But on the blockchain, with all the transparency and the fact that this dev team has already given up $30,000 of their own money, that's pretty awesome. So I really like to see what they're doing. And the next one I want to talk to you guys about is Zombie Inu. Now this one, I know all you guys love it, and you know that this is one that I am extremely, extremely, extremely bullish on. Like, I always say that I would trade every possession I own. I mean, everything, clothes and all, to be able to get one on the whitelist, so I could get one of the NFTs. I mean, that's how bullish I am on this project. Um, I think it's going to be. I know it's going to be a household name. It's going to be almost like a Disney or Mickey Mouse type thing, or I don't know what some other popular ones, Scooby Doo, that type of stuff. Like it's going to be everywhere. There's going to be movies, maybe a show. There's going to be um, what are the comic books, um, Digger Mesh, the figurines he's making, and he's made so many for so many different Marvel superheroes. And then the Mini Mates collection, he's worked with like Ozzy Osbourne, Kiss, Eminem, and the team is saying they are so blown away with what he's come up with. Like the, that in of itself is huge, but that's not the news I want to tell you about. The news I want to tell you about is way huger than that. But before I tell you that, let me say again for people who don't know, who are new to the channel, because I know recently I've got quite a few new subscribers. But with the NFTs, you're going to get exclusive figurines, merchandise, access to the game, royalty pool. So that passive income, great. Um, Real world life events. So like maybe meet and greets, live Q&As or AMAs, I should say, and maybe even like a party or some parties and stuff like that. So that's one thing you're gonna get with it. You're gonna get tutorials from thought leaders in what I would assume would be like crypto, NFTs, metaverse, play to earn, just all the big things that are going on right now, and then just education on the blockchain in general. And I think that's going to be huge. They're also going to have quests, which I have no idea what that's going to be, but I think that's going to be something really neat. It might even be like uh, clue type oriented in the way that they're dropping different clues and hints and stuff like that. Maybe like you use those to solve a puzzle, but in the real world, like making you go to different places. I'm not sure exactly how they'll do it, but I am very interested to see. But the huge news I have is their whitelist early minting. It's back open. I don't know how long it's going to stay open, but if you want one of the NFTs or a chance to get one of the, well, I guess a chance to get one of the NFTs, then you really need to go and apply for this. You can find all the info you would need on their website or on their Twitter page. Either way, this is just huge news. And they pretty much, from my understanding, from the post I saw, heard, but it said that because of everything that happened with the billboard over the weekend, that's why they decided to do this, which I think that's huge. And then the billboard, I guess, they didn't even drop any money on that. Like, they had people that were so bullish on Xenu that they essentially just let them, either they paid out of pocket themselves, like not the developers, but a third party, or someone already had a spot and decided that they would use Xenu for that. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it wasn't out of their pockets, and that just speaks to the connections they have and what they can get done in the real world. And that is just incredible. And the fact that their listing is open again, I think is awesome. So on the 23rd, they will drop, but for the first 3 hours, 0.5 ETH. Then it'll drop to 0.4. But unless they're releasing them like in like every hour dropping 1,000 or something like that, if they drop all 10,000, I think they'll be bought up at 0.5 ETH. Like, I really do. I could not see them going to point four. They might. I mean, there's a good chance that if they are dropping it in a certain way, like every hour or every half hour, drop 1,000, something like that. But otherwise, I don't know if it. I don't know if they're gonna last that long because people are so bullish about these. Plus, by getting in, you get an automatic lottery ticket essentially to win $100,000, which is incredible. And then if you get like the golden Xenu, that's 250 grand you get with it. They're also giving away with different Xenus, gold blocks, uh, uh, not blocks, the bars for like what the Treasury would have or whatever, the Federal Reserve. But they're also going to be giving out muzzle, a gold muzzle, a gold bone, a gold kazoo, whatever that is. My friend tells me it's a little instrument type thing that you blow in or something. Um, but either way, I think that's gonna be awesome. They're giving away 500 or $550,000 in perks like that to their community, which that is just incredible and honestly a first. And the last thing I have to talk to you guys about today again is Luna 1. Huge update for them. But I'm going to run through what the project is real quick. Essentially, it's Ready Player One Oasis. Society decentralized. So you can um, be learning and studying and teaching with um, uh, companies or apps, whatever you want to call them, like Skillshare, Udemy, uh, Kusaro, and Khan Academy. Like that, with those five, you can learn and you can teach any and everything. I mean, if I don't know if you guys are familiar with Skillshare, um, I personally love them because there's just so much content, and I'm not even sponsored by them. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know what it is. There's so many things you can learn to do on them, and I guarantee you, for a lot of these platforms coming in like that, they're going to have courses for they're really heavily targeted for metaverse and crypto, play to earn, all of that. But for socializing and working, because you can work in this metaverse, like your day-to-day job can be in the metaverse pretty much. Like you can work for like Microsoft Teams. I imagine Facebook's going to be in there. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Apple will be in there, and so many more. But for their partners for socializing and stuff like that, you're gonna have Coca-Cola, Microsoft Teams, Sony, Samsung, Meta, like the parent company of Facebook when this changed their name. You're gonna have um, Donler, and so many more. And then on the they call it their hyperverse. It's like their gaming side. They're gonna have EA Sports or EA Games, Activision, Blizzard Entertainment. They're gonna have Roblox. They're gonna have Epic Games, and they're gonna have so many more. They're gonna have Steam. They're gonna have Sony, Microsoft. Later in Q4, they're gonna be coming out with place the game will be on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. That is gonna be just so huge because that's essentially getting people in the regular outside of crypto and centralized finance into DeFi, decentralized finance. And that is going to be huge. That is how crypto and all these projects are going to go way past the moon, all the way to the beaches of Mars, and then to another galaxy. Like, we are going to shatter the wealth gap. Like, us, I mean, I don't know where all of your guys' wealth is currently, like how you're doing financially or whatever, but crypto, that is what's going to take people who are low income, on Social Security, um, people that don't have jobs. They're in some that are in third world countries that are working for factories like they have set up for Axie Infinity, where they can actually make money and learn how to play the game, and then get what they need to do it on their own and start making really good money. I mean, there's been stories of like kids who got really good at it. Maybe not kids, like teenager, around that age, but got really good at it and were able to like pull their family out of poverty to afford like a house. Like, it's incredible. Like, I envision that at one day there will be cities of people playing different games to earn money in situations in which they wouldn't have it. Like, in a lot of third world countries, not even third world anymore nowadays, you'll see job offerings like, we need, say, 25 jobs filled. There will be like 500 applicants. Like, that is just beyond insane. But with Luna 1, you can be working through this metaverse and be making money. And I mean, you don't even have to be working. Like, there's two different paths. Limitless, which is like, working, studying, sharing your knowledge of like math, science, whatever it is, working at like an actual job, like for Microsoft or Samsung, Meta. I don't know what all companies they're gonna have. They're going to have so many, I guarantee it, because this is a project I see being around. I almost want to say forever. I mean, that I see it going huge, and with their haptic feedback flow suits, that's going to be incredible. Being able to feel everything your avatar is, being able to interact physically with someone who's halfway around the world and be able to interact in real time, that is going to just be like mind blowingly futuristic to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people don't even understand this technology is out there. Like, this is stuff that I've talked to some people about, and that like blows their mind. And I mean, it's where the future is going right now. And Luna 1 is definitely there. Like, they're going there hardcore. Like, I can't explain how good this is for them. And also for people that are like agoraphobics, won't leave their house, people who are bedridden, people who are in hospital or in quarantine, like everybody was this last year. Um, you can imagine that they could still go out and interact in the world. They could go shopping at malls. They could socialize with friends. They could play esports. Sorry, just remembered, I got off subject with what I was saying about what you can essentially do, like how you can basically make this a living. So I will get back to that right now. Okay, so with this metaverse, like the Ready Player One, that's essentially what it is. So you can get up you can go working at Microsoft, Sony, Samsung, Meta, all the different ones. I imagine there will be so many more that come onto it. But then you can get off work and you can go shopping or socializing. You can play esports like um, professionally, essentially, like in competition type settings. You can study and share your knowledge with others, like your knowledge of math, science, whatever it is. Like I said, Skillshare has so many. They teach any and everything pretty much. So that is going to definitely be in this metaverse. Just everything pretty much um, as a skill that can be shared and it can be taught to other people. Um, and then that is the limitless version. Now the simplified one will be earning through quests, through performing simple tasks, or even just going to the hyperverse to game. And when you do that, you can earn experience and inverse rewards. So essentially, both ways you can use to make a living. And like I was saying about the factories earlier, that a lot of countries are going to be adopting this, I imagine, and there's going to be a lot of people that are just doing this for their living. Like I see this one blowing up exponentially. Like with how bullish I am on Xeno, I see this one being essentially like its neighbor. Like they're gonna be on the same block of Mars. Like this project is going so huge. Also, their dev team very transparent. They have their LinkedIn, which I mean, for a lot of crypto projects, that's not just bullish, but it's more than a lot are doing. Plus, with their huge partners, their roadmap, they're going to be having NFTs soon, like an NFT marketplace, um, exchange listings, um, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. And then now I will tell you the new news for this project, which is really huge. I hope all you guys are still watching for this. I know I kind of got off subject a lot a bit, but the cool thing about this with the haptic feedback suits, they're going to be doing concerts. So you can imagine like being at a concert close to the front and feeling the bass, feeling the speakers, just like at a real concert, just um, kind of pressing against you, or however making your body vibrate. But I mean, a lot of people like that feeling, and it's with these haptic feedback flow suits. There's going to be so much they can do with that. Imagine being at like a theme park uh, virtually and being able to wear something like that and have a similar realistic experience to that. I mean, for something like that, they might even develop some further software to make that experience more realistic. I actually have a few ideas on that right now, but for another time. But there's there's just so much they can do, um, or even imagine something like, I don't know what all they're going to be able to recreate, but like driving in it and just driving super fast and having that feeling of essentially like the wind just on your body. Just yeah, it's going to be like an adrenaline rush. Um, I think that this project, like I said, is so huge. The fact that they're in pre-sale with a 19% bonus, and it's going to be it's 15 cents now. It's gonna go to 25 at time of public drop, which right there, that's like a 60 some percent increase, plus the 19 bonus. Plus, if you get a certain amount of coins, um, I think it's 10, 20, or 30,000. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but it says on the site, you will get um, extra coins. I think it's like an extra 20% bonus if you get if you get 30,000. So that's huge right there. That's like $4,500. I mean, and crypto, that's not necessarily a big investment, but at the same time, like for pre-sale, I mean, this could come out of the gate and do 100x, like easily. That is not at all out of the ordinary. When I talked to you, well, I guess I did a tweet on it on Twitter, but about Clifford Inu and about when that was coming out, and it came out of the gate and did a few hundred X in the first 93 hours. I mean, that is definitely what this project could do. I mean, I could honestly see it possibly doing 1,000x right out of the gate. I mean, I know that's a lot, but I could really see it happening. Plus the fact that they're going to be burning any coins that don't get bought up out of their 2 billion coin supply. So